Okay, welcome race fans. Here we are tonight at Michigan with the Maximum Speed Racing League, and sorry, but having issues again, normal Tuesday night issues. I don't know what the deal is with it, but ain't been able to figure it out yet, Ed.
Well, that's not good, buddy.
God, your mic sounds so much better. Wow. Oh, there's one out of the way already. It might help if I was live, huh? I don't know why I wasn't live. Well, I guess it straightened itself out for the time being. Well, you don't have to yell on your mic tonight, Ed.
Okay.
Just talk normal. Okay, a little under 20 minutes, folks, and we're going to be getting ready to go to qualifying. So glad you could join us here on YouTube. Should be a pretty exciting night. This is the next to the last race here tonight. Will be the season finale at Homestead. So hopefully enjoy the show here tonight at Michigan. These guys, we ran a practice race last night. It actually went really well. Just had a couple of cautions, but everybody really liked the setup. Means we had to build our own setup. There was no Michigan setup for the B cars, so kind of weird.
see that logo I made, Woody? Yeah.
That's way down at the bottom of my priority list right now, Ed.
Oh, no.
This thing's dropped 1,200 frames already.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. As I said, every Tuesday night. Every one of them. Ain't yet to fail us yet. Every Tuesday night, it's an absolute freak nightmare. It's not even fun. I'm just half tempted to just shut it all down right here.
Wow. Doesn't make a good broadcast.
No. Nobody on the track or what?
I think so, yeah.
Well, if it ain't straightened up by broadcast or by race time, Ed, I'm shutting it down because I'm tired of dealing. I've dealt with it and dealt with it until I'm done dealing with it.
Okay, buddy. Sounds good.
I don't know what to do with it. It's out of my hands. In somebody else's hands that needs to have a bat upside their head or something. I don't know. Somebody shouldn't have their hands involved in it. I know that.
Right. Man, I got this high line working for me finally. Yep.
All right, folks, hang on for a minute. We're going to have our drivers meeting, and we will be right back.
Right, exactly. Yep. As long as they're sitting on pit road, if they lead the race, they don't get that. They don't get that lucky number. Yep. See you next week.
I was just wondering if we were on the air yet. Ten-4.
Okay, we're back. Drivers meeting over, folks. Ed in the booth and Scott, our in-car reporter. Welcome both of you guys. First, Ed, got a brand new mic out there. Holy God, we will be able to hear you tonight.
Oh, that's awesome, Rudy. It's good to be in the booth with you, Rudy, and Scott here. I'm glad you came over to Scott to give us a hand up in the booth. It's going to be an awesome race, guys. We're going to do 80 laps here at Michigan tonight. I think the drivers are all looking forward for this race to get over probably tonight when we're all said and done. But we'll see what happens, guys.
And you too, Scott. Welcome, and thanks for helping out here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. It's good to be a part of the broadcast again this week. I look forward to getting out on the track with these boys tonight. I've been practicing a little more this week, so looking forward to it.
All right, good deal.
I was glad to hear that you guys finally decided what the plan was for the future.
Well, we haven't decided yet.
I could have sworn I just heard him say we were going to take 2 weeks off and then we were going to get back to racing.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant what we're going to run.
No.
Trucks, cars, what? Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad. My misunderstanding. Well, I mean, I knew it was going to be over the 2 weeks off. I mean, Ed and I have been kind of talking a little bit, and we really haven't come up to any decision whatsoever, or what we're going to run, what car or truck, or I don't know. I had a few ideas today I wanted to run by Ed, but you know, we'll have to get him and I'll have to get together later. We've got, after tonight, we got 3 weeks to decide what we're going to do, and we're talking about, I was kind of kicking it around about maybe the possibility of throwing a poll out there, but you know, you're still going to get people that aren't going to like no matter what you do, so you know, it's like, oh my God.
That's true.
It's like, oh my God, gouge my eyeballs out.
That's all part of running a league, Rudy.
I was like, don't make them bleed too much.
No.
Hang on, Rudy. I got to go talk to Tommy Lee. He needs me real quick. Okay, buddy.
Okay, about a little less than a minute and a half till qualifying starts. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get ready here because I'll let you know here in just a minute. Hopefully, maybe whatever the issue was here, it's straightened itself out now on YouTube. I don't know. After it dropped 2,700 frames. Well, that's half the race. Half of what I broadcasted the last 30 minutes have been dropped. That's crazy.
I wonder if this is mods, because you didn't have that much trouble with those trucks.
Well, it's just on Tuesday nights. No, it's not anything to do with that, Ed. It's something to do between OBS and YouTube. OBS and YouTube. OBS and YouTube has nothing to do with iRacing whatsoever.
Oh, okay, it's conflict. They're each other to conflict or something.
I don't know. I backed the frames per second down to 40 now, okay, which I've been testing for 2 weeks now at 720. Okay, 720p at 60 frames a second, and it's never even gave me a hiccup. Tonight's race night, and wouldn't you know it? Wow. Be a good place to start a Twitch channel.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm going to mute you guys. We're going to play the national anthem here, folks.
All right.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And time's coming in right now. Doggone it. Nothing good ever happens. Why can't it always go smooth? Christopher Hurlow on the top spot with a 39.457. I forgot to even look and see where he was in practice. Ed, do you remember? He's our defending champion from last season, but that was in the trucks.
Practice time I got him was a 39.433.
Okay.
Now his qualifying times are 39.456.
Yeah. But, you know, actually he's not our defending champion for this series. He's actually the defending champion for the league, maybe. I guess that's what you could say. Because we ran trucks last season and he was our champion. Now we're running the B car, and he's about to become a champion here.
Yes, in the B series, yep.
Right.
Well, it looks like only 7 people have registered a qualifying time so far.
Yeah. Now we'll see more.
I myself am not going to head out, and I'm going to start in the back tonight.
Well, that's paid off for you in the past, you know, Scott. And you know, I got to say, man, you definitely crank it up when you need to. And
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
you know, that's going to be the secret here tonight. I think it's, you know, saving your car and, you know, maybe getting the first half of the race chewed up a little bit and saving that car for the end of the race and, you know, then laying it all out on the line.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm going to try to take it easy on the tires, not overdrive the car.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully there's not a lot of accidents and don't have to avoid a ton of melees.
Right.
One reset, right?
Yes, one reset. Mm-hmm.
Seems like this season went by slower than the last one did. It seemed like the last one flew by. It seems like this one's kind of drug out a little bit. I don't know why. Is it just me?
Well, wait till next season. Ed's talking about, would you say a 18 race season?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta crank it up, huh?
Crank it up, boys.
He wants to go to an 18 race season, so that'll be interesting. So that's even, I think I'm in agreement with Ed about taking 2 weeks off, because that's even going to make more for work for us and getting everything laid out. You know, first off, we need to decide what we're going to run, truck, car, what, and then we're going to have to figure out tracks, and that's going to be quite lengthily. So, okay, qualifying is over. Looks like we had about 12 qualifiers out there tonight. Okay, so let me go down through here real quick. And let's see. Get down here a little closer. Okay. Okay, so starting on the pole here, Christopher Hurlow with the top spot there. Tommy Lee in second. Timothy Lewis third. William Kirk fourth. Am I doing that right? Yeah. Sean Butler fifth. Cody Griffin sixth. Joey Buscemi seventh. Kevin O'Brien eighth. Tony DeGennaro ninth. Robert Craze 10th. Stephen Pearson 11th. John Mushkin 12th. Daniel Smallwood 13th. Scott Brinson 14th. Ed, you're not in it, right?
No.
Okay. Paul Berthwick in 16th. Lee Bedsel 17th. Mark Robertson 18th. Tom Serrato 19th. Brian Phillips 20th. Rush in 21st. Brian Ray 22nd. Michael Maxwell 23rd. Charles Winters 24th. And rounding out the field in 25th position, the 34 of Chris Fires. Okay.
So what's the championship picture looking like for tonight, Rudy?
Well, right now coming into tonight, we've got Christopher Hurlow with a 26-point lead over Sean Butler. Sean had a little bit of a mishap last week, and I guess Rush got into him, or what? Rush got loose, and when Sean come around the turn, Rush was right there. He had nowhere to go to escape it, and got collected into that. And it was early in the race, so he really didn't get a chance to finish well on the race. So he is 26 points behind him now, which going into last week, he was only 5 points behind him. So, very interesting.
It's going to take a mishap for Christopher Hurlow in this race to really catch him back up.
Yeah.
Going into the finale.
And I mean, I don't wish it on anybody, but you are right. It could happen. I hope it doesn't. You know, I don't want to see. You know, yeah, it would be interesting to see how that would play out next week going into the season finale, but I don't want to wish that on Christopher by any means. You know, he's worked hard to get to the top spot, and he deserves it. You know, I mean, he stayed out of trouble and raced his butt off to get here. So, you know, I don't wish it.
The defending champion may repeat.
Well, he's not really the defending champion in this, because he's defending champion of the league, but not of the series.
Yes, sir.
Because we raced the trucks last season which he took the
He's still the
championship.
champ of the last series you ran, though.
Well,
that makes him defending champ.
Of the league, yep.
Thing about
So-
champs is they're not unchampions until you beat them.
There you go.
That's right, Scott.
Very well put.
It's like the Seattle Seahawks. They're the reigning champs. Until somebody beats them, they're still the champs.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, Ed,
Okay,
ready to
gentlemen,
go.
we're getting ready to we're going to ready to begin the green flag here. Just a few minutes here, waiting for our Ford Mustang GT. Going to roll into pit road here. Okay, that Ford Mustang is in the pit road, waiting for the green flag to wave. It's waving right now, boys. Let's go racing.
Pretty good start by everybody.
Them down there. Good start. Tommy Lee up on that high side, looking to get in the back of that Harlow there. Can he get back in that low lane? Nope. Not yet. Still up on the high side.
Timothy Lewis into it. William Kirk on the high side. And Sean Butler already working his way up into 5th spot on the high side. Cody Griffin now into it. Everybody following the leader right now. Joey Buscemi back here in 7th. And looking on the high side on him there, Kevin O'Brien, Tony DeGennaro coming up on the low side. Well, so far so good. Christopher Hurlow.
William D. Kirk looking on the inside. Tommy Lee. Can he make it stick?
Christopher Hurlow does lead the first lap. Oh, he gets loose.
Get loose. Good save there.
That opened the door for Timothy Lewis to slide into 3rd now, and Sean Butler 4th. All right, back in the field a little further here. Robert Craze in 9th, followed by John Mush in 10th. Daniel Smallwood. Shout out to his mom and dad watching tonight, Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood. And a shout out to Gyro. I believe she is watching, so big shout out to Gyro, our friend Joey Buscemi's wife. Looking back, I wanted to see where he is at. He was, there he is, in 7th place. And also to Lee Bedzel's daughter, Sherelle. She watches all of his races. So Robert Craze in 9th. Stephen Pearson back into it here in 11th spot. So what's going on up there, Ed?
Hey, everything looks like they're just, pulling each other right now, Rudy. Nothing's really going on. We got our spinner here somewhere.
That's Lee Bedzel. And saves it. Wow. What a save. Good save, Lee. That puts him back in the back of the field, but he'll have to kind of take it easy with them tires a little bit now to get him cooled back off.
Yeah, definitely, Rudy. And that's what you have to do here at Michigan.
He's still not too bad a shape, though, Ed. He's only 9.2 seconds back of the leader, so that's actually really good.
Yeah, definitely it is. And I mean, like you said, we got to let these tires cool down. Oh, we have a yellow.
Let me see if I can get to it. I guess I can. There it is. Rush getting into Brian Phillips, I'm showing. Let's go back here and not exactly sure what happened there. Ooh.
Somebody's over here on the apron.
Looks like Brian well, I'm waiting. Brian Phillips had to really check up right there. I'm kind of showing that as a racing incident there, Ed. Let me go back and look at it from Rush's view.
Okay.
I don't know. It looked like he was holding his line. Actually, he went down the hill. Brian Phillips, I'm showing Brian kind of come down into him.
I couldn't see that because Rush blinked out on my screen a couple times, so I'm going to take your call for it.
I say it's just a racing incident because it kind of looks like Rush was trying to get away from him. And Brian Phillips kind of come down the hill at the same time Rush's back end kind of kicked out, so they both kind of got into each other, so I would call that a racing incident.
That's at lap 5, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Coming to lap 6.
Okay.
Michael, let's see. Michael Maxwell get out to be our leader. Christopher Hurlow is our leader. I was like, what? Okay. Yeah, it was showing Michael Maxwell as the leader.
That was a good little run there to kind of give everybody an idea of what the race was going to be like.
Sure.
Seemed like everybody was being, cautious, more or less, or more than they were being, uncautious. Nobody was being aggressive.
Charles Winters staying out behind our leader. And,
At least not back here anyway.
I'm kind of thinking that Christopher Hurlow is probably going to try to stay out there and lead as many laps as possible to get that extra bonus point for leading the most laps. That would be my guess. I'm not saying that for 100% sure, but because he knows he can make it about 42 laps on fuel. Now this just extended that even just a touch further, add about another 4 laps onto that, so that makes it about 46 laps that he can run. So that would be my guess. That's probably what he's going to try to do. Try to extend that lead even further. Right now he's got a 27-point lead over Sean Butler.
Looks like the number 34 was given a penalty. He's having to drop back.
34. Chris Fires, huh? Uh-oh. Was he speeding on pit road, or?
Not sure. He's just dropping back.
I didn't hear nothing on the chatter, guys. I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing either. That's why I wasn't sure.
Actually, I want to be honest with you, the channel's been pretty quiet.
Oh, that's good. That's good, no cussing, huh?
No, not
a
yet.
good thing.
Not yet.
We're only on lap 8.
Yeah, it's early.
It's early in the race. It's like the first quarter of a football game. Nobody's pissed off yet. Give them some time.
It's that last quarter when they all get agitated.
Oh, yeah. By the 4th quarter, nobody likes nobody.
It's still dropping frames. I've dropped 2,900 frames now. Gee. I tell you, Ed, I'm going to quit doing this. I am. I've had it. Let somebody else do it. Somebody else deal with all the problems week after week after week after race after race after race. It's just an absolute nightmare.
You can just quit that and come to racing.
There you go. Okay, as they get ready to double up here, well, they are doubling up. Lights off on the pace car. Tommy Lee starting on the outside of Christopher Hurlow. Joey Buscemi in 3rd. Sean Butler 4th. John Mushton in 5th. And Timothy Lewis 6th.
Old Tim Lewis is back with us tonight.
Daniel Smallwood's
He
worked
hadn't been around for a couple weeks.
Daniel Smallwood's worked his way back up into the 8th place. Yeah,
driving the eBay machine.
Yeah, I don't know what where Tim's been. Maybe he's had some personal things to attend to. I'm not sure, but yeah, good to have him back in the race with us because he did so well here just a couple of weeks ago. Man, he's been having some good finishes. So I can't hardly believe that he would like take a week off, you know. Okay, Ed, up, baby.
You better. Okay, our pace gauge drops into pit road. Green flag waving, gentlemen. Let's go racing one more time. Nice restart. Boy, Sean Butler giving Tommy Lee a shove down the front stretch.
Yes, he is. Timothy Lewis goes back to 4th now, and Joey Buscemi coming up through. Looks like he's taking a look on the inside of, what's that, Tommy Lee on the outside of Christopher Hurlow.
Yeah, he sure is. He's trying to lead a lap, but Christopher Hurlow is really strong.
And here comes Sean on the inside of Tommy Lee.
Bottom lane's a little slow.
Oh, Timothy Lewis got in the wall.
Yeah, just a touch. Not sure, he might not have been paying attention there or what. I don't know what the deal was there, but yeah, just a slight tap. And Sean Butler goes into 2nd ahead of Tommy Lee. Cody Griffin back to, let's see, he goes back to, well, him and John Mushton side by side. Good racing going on between them two. Cody Griffin way up high in the number 3 there. And right behind him, William Kirk riding along trying to give Cody Griffin a little bump and run down the front stretch. A little bump drafting going on. All right, Stephen Pearson in the 10th spot. And he's got Robert Craze there side by side with him now. And Tony DeGennaro in 12th. Mark Robertson, our Canadian buddy, in 13th.
Now that I've been able to catch my breath.
I was watching Buscemi and Timothy Lewis go at it door to door there.
And it looks like he does have Timothy, but Timothy's coming back pretty good.
We're gonna have a wreck here. We got a wreck. Multiple cars.
Out of here. Well, I don't know. It didn't go to anybody, so but John Mushton into it. Let's trying to find him on the track and go back to it, but it just does not want to go to him. So, okay, John Mushton. Looks like Cody Griffin just drives right into the tail of John Mushton. But let me look at it from Cody's view here. It looked like he was trying to go down the hill to get away from it. So John Mushton come down the hill into him, Ed. Is that what you see, or?
Yep, the 67 got loose.
Well, I mean, he come down into Cody Griffin. Looked like Cody was trying to get the heck away from him there.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
He kept going down and down and down, and John just kept coming down and coming, you know.
That's what happened, yep.
Yeah, so, all right, John Mushton bringing out that caution on lap 14. Okay, back up front. Second caution of the day here, folks. And we've had no lead changes. Christopher Hurlow's led all the laps so far. We'll probably see a few of the guys come down pit road toward the back. So Lee Bedsall still sitting on pit road.
Everybody's coming down. A couple are staying out.
Oh. Well, Christopher Hurlow coming down pit road, but Sean Butler staying out, wants to lead a lap. That's good smart thinking right there by him. But let's get down here on pit lane and see what some of these guys are going to do. As Herlo comes into his pit stall, Tommy Lee, Timothy Lewis, William Kirk, Joey Buscemi, Tony DeGennaro, all these guys coming into pit road.
It looks like Sean Butler stayed out. Daniel Smallwood.
You didn't hear me say that already, Ed?
Oh, I'm sorry. I must be looking at something else.
I already said that, buddy.
Okay, sorry, Rudy.
That's okay. I'm just wondering if you didn't hear me or something. Yeah, Smallwood in second, Cody Griffin in third, Mark Robertson fourth, Rush up to fifth.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. There's a caution. No, I mean, wow, good deal.
No, that's not nice.
I only say that because I know he's listening.
He's doing up
Guy
the front.
can't
He
even
ain't
have
supposed
a
to be up
good
that
run
far.
and not have his chops busted.
He loves it, and you know it. He just loves it.
I'm rooting for you, Rush.
You see him waving out the... Oh, wait a minute.
In front of me, so I'm not rooting.
Wait a minute. Oh, he's telling me I'm number one. He's waving out the window at me. He's telling me I'm number one. I can see him in there. Wow. Poor Rush. He goes out there and drives his heart out every week, and he gets his chops busted so bad every week.
Yeah, but he didn't tell you the good part there, Sky. He's got a spit spurt out there hanging out the window.
He's got a what?
His fish, you know what I mean? When you wave out the window, give somebody the
I knew what he
fish.
meant by telling him he was number one.
Yeah, he was telling me I was number one.
That's the old racetrack salute.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you know it.
No, man. Okay, so Smallwood second, Cody Griffin third, Mark Robertson fourth, Rush fifth, Chris Fires sixth, Paul Berthwick seventh, Joey Buscemi eighth, Christopher Herlo ninth, and Tommy Lee our top 10.
Yeah, I just can't seem to get out of 13th position here.
That's all right.
It's all right.
It's early.
I'm holding 13th down, man. I'm holding 13th down.
It's early.
Tell you what, this is a wide track, and everybody out here is using all of it. Yeah, we haven't even reached the quarter point yet.
Well, I thought my kitty cat was in here with me, but I guess she ain't. All right. Well, I got to laugh about it anyhow, Ed, because of all the issues. So I gotta make a joke about it because it just gets so frustrating. I try to do the best that I can do every week, and then I got to put up with this crap every week, you know. With
You might enjoy it.
the broadcast, it's just like, that's why I said I'm just half tempted to just shut it off and just watch it.
Yeah, 10-4.
Or shut it off and admin the race.
Yep, there you go.
I think I'll go ahead and start recording it to my PC just in case this keeps going on.
You're talking crazy, Rudy. You know you would miss doing this if you didn't do it. Maybe not for the first week, but after that you get the edge.
Well, it just keeps dropping frames. I've dropped 3,192 frames. Why? There's no reason why.
I'm not a computer expert.
They're just jumped up to 3,253 now. There's no reason why.
Understand that part at all.
I don't either.
Here we go, Ed. Lights are out.
Okay, gentlemen,
Race
here's
car
a...
going in.
Yep, he sure is. A Ford GT Ford Mustang. He's going to dive into pit road. There he goes. Green flag is going to wave this time by, boys. Let's go racing one more time.
Daniel Smallwood up there with our leader.
He sure is. Let's see if he can snake that stick. Oh, Robertson right there.
Well, I hate to say this, guys, but Daniel Smallwood led that lap.
Oh, well. Great job.
Yes, sir. Oh, Cody Griffin and Mark Robertson doing a little door rubbing there.
Sure, man. A little dancing going on.
Captain Tom Lee and a little small one back here too.
Oh, see some tire smoke coming off Mark Robinson's car.
Getting up here, and now he's coming to the inside.
Some more banging. Tommy Lee.
Who's he getting into it with?
It was Buscemi. It banged off the sides of each other.
Whoops.
Whoopie daisy.
The 34 Chris Byers goes way up the hill, and boy, a couple people got by him just like that. And they're 3 wide going into the front stretch. Buscemi backs out of it a little bit. Good, smart move.
Good idea.
Yep.
Probably said, I don't want no part of that. Ooh, the 34 just gets a little loose there.
Yep. Tony DeGennaro tried to get a run on the high side, had to really lift off the gas there, and Chris Byers stayed right in it. Christopher Herlow now up to the 7th place as he comes up on the inside of Mark Robertson. Going into the turn, and well, I don't know, it's going to be a close one here. I think he does have a fender on him. Looking ahead to them too, it looks like Christopher Herlow did get a little bit, about a half a car length on Mark Robertson at the line. 3 wide, look at this. Guys up front.
Looks like Lee Bessel is taking it behind the wall.
Guys up
First
front
one
here,
out of the
man.
race.
Guys up front here, and Rush staying in 5th. Cody Griffin does have to stay behind these guys, but Paul Berthwick goes into 3rd. Now looking back here, Tommy Lee trying to get a run on Rush. They come
wrecking behind me.
out of turn 4, coming to the line.
No caution.
And now he drives it into the turn and gets a run on Rush. Rush goes back to 7th as Tommy Lee drives right on by on the inside.
Oh, somebody spinning or saved
Here,
it.
Steve Pearson's in the grass here in the front stretch here.
Timothy Lewis.
Looking back on William Kirk, back in 8th place, takes it down onto the low line. And now Scott Brinson on the inside of Mark Robertson, and that is for position. Scott takes over the 9th place from Mark. Just a few laps ago, Scott was whining about being in 13th, and now he's in 9th. Just kidding you.
Robertson's coming back. He's got me underneath me.
Yep.
I couldn't get no traction when I passed him on the bottom. He lost a lot of momentum. That bottom slid.
Mark Robertson at the line. Okay, Timothy Lewis back to 11th place. Started 3rd today and back into 11th. Well, we've got quite the gaggle of cars up here, and these guys all running. Tommy Lee, Cody Griffin, Christopher Herlow, Rush, and William Kirk. Man, these guys all battling for position. And Herlow on the inside of Cody Griffin. Looks like not sure if he had him at the line, but they're about 3 wide. William Kirk up on the high side, and William backs out of it. Hurlow into 5th. Tommy Lee not far behind Paul Berthwick. Paul into 3rd, started 16th today, and now he's running in 3rd. Smallwood hanging on to, Sean Butler's tail. Doing a real good job. Boy, I'm really with it tonight, ain't I?
Finally cleared Mark Robertson. That was tough. Mark's tough.
Yeah, pretty tough old bird for a Canadian fella.
I got Rush in my sights now.
Uh-oh. We're going to ride along with Scott here for a minute. Scott running in the 9th place, about 3.5 seconds behind the leader. Rush a little squirrely coming out of the turn right there, but good save. Scott, you're starting to feel the draft there, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
The draft here, pretty strong. I noticed the guys were talking about last night. The draft is very strong here at Michigan.
He had to get out of it a lot there to give Rush some room. He got off of it a lot.
Yes, he did. All right, going back in the field, we've got a... Where did everybody go? We had a lot of drivers out of the race or what already? Tony DeGennaro. Oh, whoa. Good save, Scott.
Get that arrow push off the back of that spoiler, Scott. You got to be careful.
He got off the gas again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm showing Chris Fire, Tony DeGennaro, and Lee Bedsall out of the race already. Wow. Oh, good save, Scott. Wow. Okay. That puts you back here, back into 13th again.
Yeah, I'm not going to be too friendly the rest of this race after that.
Okay, Paul Berthwick running about 1.3 seconds off of our leader. Christopher Hurlow in 4th as he got by Tommy Lee. Tommy back to 5th. William Kirk in 6th. Cody Griffin 7th. Rush 8th. And he's got company here with Mark Robertson and Timothy Lewis right on his tail.
That's the line you need to do, Scott, right there. Good line.
Timothy Lewis looking on the inside of Mark Robertson going into the turn. Boy, he's got a good run coming out of the turn. 3 wide coming out of 4. And Timothy Lewis takes over the position, passes up Mark and Rush. Wow, what a piece of driving by Timothy Lewis.
Yeah, that was good driving by Timothy Lewis. Hold on the throttle. Make sure those guys can get underneath them and get by them guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, whatever Timothy's doing, he needs to keep doing because his driving, like I said here just a few weeks ago, his driving has improved tenfold.
Yeah, and it's good to see him. I haven't seen Timothy here for a couple of weeks. It's good to see him back here racing with us.
Rush drives back on by Mark Robertson, putting Mark back to the 10th spot. Rush up to 9th. Now Mark coming back by Rush. Them two having a good time out there battling each other.
They sure are.
At least I hope they're having a good time. Robert Craze in 11th. Brian Ray, we haven't talked about Brian yet tonight, running in the 12th spot. And he's got Scott Brinson right up his tailpipe right now. Charles Winters running in 14th, followed by Tom Serrato.
Hey, Rush goes back by Mark Robertson.
Man, they're just having a heck of a good time out there, aren't they?
Passing each other.
And that's what it's all about. That's why they call it racing.
That's right.
Joey Buscemi 16th, Brian Phillips 17th, Michael Maxwell in the 18th position.
Oh, Mark Robertson came down.
There's a caution. Somebody spawned.
Go back and see. Oh, Robert Craze into it, and that. Who does he collect into that? Is that Brian Phillips? I can't tell. Well, let's go back and see what all this entailed. Mark Robertson pinches Robert Craze right down on that line. Wow, he gave him absolutely no room. And it was just enough that it upset Robert Craze's car. Now, hopefully he didn't. I don't think, well, he's going to come right back up into traffic here. Yep. And Charles Winters is going to get into it. Oh, man. Lots of damage on Charles's car. And Joey Buscemi. Oh, no. That's going to be upsetting. It looks like Joey's car, the engine let go. So these guys... Who was
the car that spawned?
Robert Craze, but I'm going to say that was a racing incident too because, well, I don't know. You look at it, Ed. I'm letting you make that call.
Looked like he just lost it going on the bottom. The bottom's slippery, and he just overdrove the car. That's all it looked like.
Sean Butler leading everybody down pit road. I'll get down here in just a second and get a little closer view as they all come in. Yeah, Joey had to tow, and so did Robert Craze, so that's going to hurt them too. Oh, and Sean had to back up in his pit stall, so there's a mistake on pit road. So did William Kirk. Had to back up twice, 3 times. William Kirk had to back up 3 times in his pit stall. Cody Griffin out first with a 2-tire change for Cody. Daniel Smallwood out second. And Christopher Hurlow out third, I guess. But Rush stayed out to lead a lap. Him and Kevin O'Brien staying out. Did you figure that out yet, Ed?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
I don't look like Mark kind of kept him pinched down there, but they did get together, and it was just enough that it kind of like kicked the front of Robert's car left. So I mean, I don't.
Well, I looked at that. You tell where Mark Robinson, he turned the wheel right down there. Robert Craze was holding the line there. I mean, you can't take 2 cars on that. So we could probably if he was down just a little lower. But I'm going to call that a racing incident because I tell you what, if you look at both drivers, they're both turning at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think it's just it's going to be a racing incident on my end.
Okay. Cody Griffin staying out. He will collect the bonus point for leading the lap. That puts Christopher Hurlow second, Daniel Smallwood third, Sean Butler fourth, Tommy Lee fifth, Paul Berthwick sixth, Timothy Lewis seventh, Mark Robertson eighth, Brian Ray ninth, and Scott Brinson 10th.
At least I'm not 13th anymore.
There you go. Well, it looks like Charles Winters may be out of the race. Well, I don't know. Joey Buscemi too? Why? Why would Joey be out of the race? Unless he used his reset already. Oh, there he is, back on pit road. Yeah, he's still sitting on pit road. Got a lot of damage. He must have used his reset already, Ed.
Yeah, I think he did.
So, but he's sitting there. Going to try to get some of that damage fixed up. He's running back in 20th right now, and he's going to be a couple laps down. But you just never know. You get that damage fixed up, he could get that car back up into contention and maybe pick up a few spots if more guys do get wrecked out. I mean, not that I hope they do, but I'm just saying.
I hear you.
Cody Griffin out front.
With 1 to go, Brian Ray just did it.
He's probably going to leave.
Right on.
Headed back out on the track.
Well, that moves me up to 9th.
That looks like Joey is out of the race.
Ain't
Well-
much chatter out there tonight, huh, Scott?
Now it's pretty quiet.
I'll drag Joey down here.
Winner is disconnected.
If I can
We still got more than
Chris
halfway
Rice.
to go, so we'll see.
Where is
Yeah,
Joey?
10-4.
There he is. Joey Buscemi.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to leave, let me know, but I'm kidding you. What happened there, brother?
I saw it coming, and then I started to go down low, and I thought, well, let's see here what happens, because then another car got sideways, so then I had two of them I had to try and negotiate.
Okay.
I was on
Hey,
the
our
brake.
first car drops in.
Hold on a
I
second.
was on the brake.
Hold on a second.
He's gonna lead him down.
Okay, as you were saying.
Yeah, I was, trying to figure out where I wanted to go. I didn't want to go high, and I didn't want to go too low, and I thought, well, let's just keep on the brakes. And when I was on the brakes a little too hard, I couldn't steer the thing, and I thought maybe I could stop before I hit him, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, it looked pretty vicious there, and your engine let go, didn't it?
Yeah, and I didn't know that I used a reset. I don't remember touching or doing anything before that when I went into the pits. It didn't give me a reset, so I was done.
Well, I know everybody got one, but all you need is a 0X. I mean, if you just barely touched anything at all, just the back end of a car. Just,
Yeah.
just touch the back end of the car ahead of you or something, maybe on the start or anything, and you get a 0X, and when you go in pit road, there goes your setup, or your reset. So, well, sorry to hear about it, bro. It was your setup, and we appreciate the hard work you got into this, and we don't want to see you leave, that bad. I mean, we just don't, but good job out there anyhow, and thank you very much, Joey.
You betcha, Rudy.
At least you can kick back now and watch the rest of the race, huh?
Yeah, you got it there.
All right, thanks for talking with us, Joey.
All right.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the caution.
We're under caution, Rudy.
Yep, I'm on it. Oh, Mark Robertson into it, and Tom Serrato. Oh, I'm gonna go back here. I seen them two into it.
Did we make 2 laps or just 1 lap?
I don't know. More than one. Oh, right there, Sean Butler looked like he got something.
Mark
there.
Robertson just took it behind the wall. He's done.
Well, I'm trying to get up here to Sean Butler. Not sure exactly what happened to Sean here.
That's a shame.
Oh,
Mark,
there
man.
was-
He was running tough tonight.
There was some major
code.
net coding between him and Tommy Lee.
Yep, it sure was.
Major, man. They were like 3 or 4 feet apart.
That's what I saw too.
Wow. And of course, then Paul Berthwick's gonna. Well, no, I think he slipped on by, but oh man. Well, well, let me see here. Hold on a minute. Sean Butler. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got
Yeah. Boy, major net coding between you and Tommy, brother.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I was out of the championship anyways.
Well, I mean, there was like 4 feet between you two.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, major. Wait till you go back and watch that on the replay. I don't know if that was on your end or his end or what. It doesn't really matter. But, yeah, it shows you two like 4 feet apart, and all of a sudden your fender caves in and your back end starts going around. So,
Yeah, he had to check up getting into that corner to keep it off of Smallwood, and I guess him moving up a little bit just net coded it.
Something.
But I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. My championship was over last week when I got wrecked out. So
You almost said your life's over.
no, championship's over. I came in here knowing it was over, so
Yeah,
I was just
I know.
out here playing around. So.
I know. All right. Well, I'll let you go, brother. And sorry.
right.
Hopefully, you get the car back out there, can't you?
I got 5 minutes to repair this thing. Ain't gonna last.
Ouch.
I'm
Ouch.
just gonna sit here and let it repair.
There you go. All right. Thanks
I
for
bet
talking
you-
with us.
I
Huh?
bet you'll see it blow up once I get about 1 or 2 laps on it.
Oh, God. I hope not.
That will. It's like I said. My race is done.
All
See you
right.
next week.
Yep. Okay, I'm back. I talked to Sean, and he said that he wasn't exactly sure what happened, but he said Tommy had to check up a little bit, and when he did, it just like it was next thing you know, he was going around, and I told him that there was like 4 feet between them two.
Yeah, there's a lot of net cold in there.
Mhm. So
I hope iRacing fixes that someday.
I don't think they ever will. How do you fix, everybody's internet connection?
Internet, yeah.
You can't. Everybody connects at a different speed, a different ping, a different, from all different parts of the world. How do you fix that?
No, it's just so awful that every race that you do, we have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many cautions is this, guys?
I
Believe
believe
the third one.
4th one.
Or fourth
Fourth
one.
one?
Right.
Yeah.
Just starting to get a lot of them.
So Daniel Smallwood out front, Tommy Lee second, Timothy Lewis third, William Kirk fourth, Russian fifth, Scott Brinson up to sixth, Cody Griffin seventh, Christopher Hurlow eighth, John Mushton ninth, and Stephen Pearson 10th. We've got 3 of them sitting on pit road, Sean Butler, Mark Robertson, and Joey Buscemi, but Joey said his car's done, and Sean, he figured pretty much his was going to be done too. He had 5 minutes worth of damage to get fixed up, but he's going to sit there and try to get it, as much of it fixed as he can, and maybe at least get out there and, I don't know, race up some more. He said, at least I'm trying to get out here and just have some fun. He said, I know I'm not going to win the championship. Hurlow's pretty much got that locked up, but so he said he's just going to go out here and try to have a little fun.
Sean Butler, our second runner-up, or is he? Or
Yeah.
10-4.
Now, he told me, this is what he told me now, unless his mind changes between now and next week. He told me he does not want the second place trophy. He wants first place or nothing. That's his exact words.
Well, we got to give it to somebody.
Well, I think he needs to get it whether he wants it or not. He can throw it in the garbage if he
That's
wants
right.
to, but he needs to get it regardless.
That's right.
He deserved
Right,
it.
exactly right. Yep. We can always try next season.
Scott saying, hey, you could give it to me.
You know what Dale Earnhardt used to say about second place, don't you?
Yeah, as the first loser.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yep. Pace cars coming out of 4. Lights are out.
Yeah, you're right, buddy. Timothy Lewis is anxious to lead the lap.
I
Ladies
hope
and
Rush
gentlemen,
stays in his
pace
lane.
car is in. Green flag's waving, gentlemen. Let's go back to racing.
I don't.
Smallwood's going to lead that lap. He's going to try to lead that first lap there, but we got Tommy Lee working that high side with William B. Kirk.
I don't mean to drag them guys up into another channel, but I don't want to disrupt Scott's racing, while I'm talking to them guys. So that's why I've been dragging them into another channel. Sorry.
That's fine, dude.
Tommy Lee now looking on the inside of Daniel Smallwood. William Kirk getting up in there as he got by Timothy Lewis. And Tommy Lee for the lead for the first time today. Tommy Lee. Woohoo! Leads his first lap of the race. If William Kirk has anything to say about it, it might be his last lap.
Boy, Rush is driving his heart out tonight.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
sure
is.
is.
I saw
Big
that
way to
on
stick
there.
it, boy. He was sticking it good.
Oh, Scott, don't make his head any bigger than it already is. He's coming up on your inside, and Cody Griffin giving him a little drafting help. Rush is doing a lot better, I think, with that new wheel, Ed.
Oh, that's good, man. He looks awesome on the track tonight.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Maybe he's finally got that wheel dialed in.
Maybe. I probably shouldn't have said that because I know he's listening.
They're gonna make a mess up.
Watch him rush it up now. Oh my God, he's drifting up. Oh no, here comes the wall. Paul Berthwick trying to get up there with Cody Griffin. And Rush still hanging on right in front of Scott Brinson. Oh, he almost comes down into the side of Cody Griffin. Man, he really comes.
Timothy Lewis hit the wall really hard up there. Of course, he's going to have to pass him, man. He hit that wall pretty good.
Up front, William Kirk now into second place as he got by Daniel Smallwood. Now Smallwood fighting back on the inside. Right along here with Daniel Smallwood side by side with William Kirk. William Kirk by a nose coming to the line though. And Daniel, man, what a job he's doing out here tonight,
Wrecking.
man. Oh no.
Come on, man.
Really? Go back here and see. Oh, Paul Berthwick collecting into somebody there. We'll go back and check it out.
Paul just took it behind the wall.
I'm right on him here. Oh, he come way up the hill right into Brian Ray. He come way up the hill there. What? I wonder if something broke.
Did.
Wonder if something broke on his machine or something. Wow. I don't know, man. That's really kind of weird. He come way up the hill into Brian Ray. Oh my. All right, so Paul Berthwick bringing out the caution on lap 48. Okay, under caution here again. Kind of wild, huh, Ed?
Wild ain't the word.
Yeah, it's been off the chain.
Caution number 5 in less than 50 laps. Man, these guys have got to slow it down and be a little more careful.
Yeah, patience went out the window.
Well, they need to get them back.
Nah, they're just getting worse.
Tommy Lee bringing them all down pit road. Looks like we did have Rush stayed out again. Wow.
No, he did. What happened there, Rudy? He just drove that thing up towards the wall. He did.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if something broke. Is he still in TeamSpeak? Can you tell? I'm wondering maybe if he had internet problems.
No, I don't know if there's internet problems. He would have blinked out. He didn't blink out on my end.
Rush out front. He's not in TeamSpeak?
Nope, I don't see him.
So that's what I'm wondering, if he didn't maybe have some
Ray just took it behind the wall.
No, what happened is he drove it up in there because he turned the wheel. He tried to turn the wheel back when he hit the wall.
Oh,
He drove it up into the wall.
Rush bringing it down pit road now. That's going to give the lead up to Cody Griffin. And this, let's see, that brings him to 6 laps that he has led. Daniel Smallwood starting 2nd, Tommy Lee 3rd, William Kirk 4th, Stephen Pearson's 5th, Brian Phillips up to 6th, Christopher Herlow 7th, Robert Craze 8th, John Mushkin 9th, and Scott Brinson 10th.
Mushkin's got a lot of damage to the back of his car.
Well, I'm showing Mark Robertson back out on the track, but Brian Ray and Paul Berthwick out of the race. So we're down to 18 drivers. And they've still got 30 laps to go, folks. Okay, lights off on the pace car, Ed, and we're ready to go green. Everybody doubling back up here now.
We're going to have 30 laps to go, gentlemen.
You know, 29 to go when you cross the line.
Very true.
When you get the green, I mean. You got 30 right now. Yep. Go get them, Scott. Like to see that car up there on the podium tonight.
We'll see. We'll see how this thing shuffles out. I ain't making no promises.
Oh, come on. You got to have a little more faith than that.
Next season will be different. I just haven't been racing. I'm just now getting back into it, so rest is showing. That's all right. I personally hope next season we stay with this car. I like this car.
All right, Ed, get them going one more time, baby.
You bet, buddy. Oh, Cody Griffin gonna lead him down again, huh? All right. Okay, guys. GT4 Mustang dives into pit road. Green flag. Wait, gentlemen, let's go back to racing. Boy, the Smallwood did a nice jump there.
Yeah, he sure did. He led that lap again. That's how he's been up there getting them laps led. He's led 6 laps already tonight, so man, he's getting some great starts. Uh-oh, and William Kirk gets into the back of Smallwood and gets him a little squirrely. Oh, Robert Craig punting somebody out of the way. Looks like John Mushkin going for a ride. Go back and see if John's okay. Yeah, he seems to be okay. He's got it going again, but boy, he's going to have a little bit of damage on that car. The Coca-Cola Chevrolet not doing quite as good after that. Man, oh man. Looks like he's heading for pit road, Ed.
Oh boy.
And you know,
looks like Robert Cray's got loose there.
yeah. Tommy Lee back out front now. Smallwood and Cody Griffin battling it out for second spot. Smallwood on the inside. Christopher Herlow getting into the mix of things now, coming up on the inside of William Kirk. And Stephen Pearson in sixth. William Kirk right on the tail of Cody Griffin, giving him a little bump draft.
He sure is. Boy, I don't know if that's going to help him, though.
Herlow still trying to get up there. Boy, looks like he did get a little bit of a bumper on... oh, a couple of them into it. Herlow going to get wrecked out. Is he going to keep it off of the wall? No, he did. He does tap the wall, but... Let's go back and take a look at that. Let's go take a look at that real quick here. I want to see what happened.
Boy, William D. Kirk just got so loose there. He just got right into him.
Yes, he did. Gets into the back of Christopher Herlow. Pearson gets a piece of that. Doggone. So Christopher Herlow, it stays green, and Christopher Herlow is going to have to keep going here. He's back in 13th place right now. But Tommy Lee out front yet. Out there by 0.4 of a second over Cody Griffin. Cody battling it out with Daniel Smallwood. And Smallwood going to duck in behind Cody here. Cody tries to come up the line, and he wasn't clear. These guys are, man, they need to get their spotter packs checked or something. We've been seeing that a lot. We heard that last night as well, Ed. The guys saying, well, my spotter said I was clear, and they weren't, you know. And
yeah, 10-4 on that. Oh, Smallwood's going to go by Cody Griffin there on the other side.
He comes up on the inside of him, and man, oh man, what a battle this is turning into be right here for second spot. Smallwood just driving the crap out of it right there, and coming up behind him is going to be William Kirk. Both of them getting a run on Cody Griffin. Stephen Pearson still hanging on in fifth spot, watching all this happen out his windshield. Timothy Lewis in sixth, running about 2.5 seconds behind the leader, Tommy Lee, right now. Scott Brinson in seventh, and almost loses it.
A little wiggle there.
Just a little wiggle.
A little wiggle.
And Russian 8, Michael Maxwell. We haven't even talked about Michael here tonight. Here he is running in 9th.
Wow, good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little loose back here. I was pushing the car pretty hard.
Well, guys, you know, with Herlow running in 13th and Sean Butler 14th, it kind of tightens the points back up again there a little bit.
Oh,
so Butler's really not technically out of it yet. Mathematically probably not, because they both led laps, and Butler's led more laps than Christopher Herlow. Now, that is if Tommy Lee doesn't lead the most laps. Tommy Lee out there is led coming to 12 laps right now, so Butler's led 18 and Herlow's led 13. So mathematically, Tommy Lee could lead the most laps here. But Herlow now in 13th spot, running 19 seconds behind the leader. With a little damage on that car, he's afraid to pit right now because that's going to put him a lap down, and he'll be on the same lap with Sean Butler. That could tighten it up a little. Smallwood now in second. Well, all it would be 1 point difference, because if Butler would finish ahead of Herlow, it would only be 1 point. So he would get the it would be 25-point lead instead of 26. You know.
Right, definitely.
So Herlow's not. I don't think if Christopher's thinking of the big picture, he should stop to realize right now that all he's got to do is just finish this race. And if he can finish decent, even where he's at right now, he's still got the championship sewed up. Because no matter what happens next week, he could probably just start and park and still win the championship.
Right, definitely.
Cody Griffin 4th, Timothy Lewis 5th, Stephen Pearson 6th, Scott Brinson 7th, Rush 8th, Kevin O'Brien 9th, and Robert Craze still out there running in the 10th spot. Michael Maxwell in 11th, Tom Serrato 12th, Christopher Hurlow 13th, Sean Butler 14th. But Sean got all that damage fixed up on his car, so he's good as new pretty much. John Mushton, go ahead.
I was seeing him in the pit there for a while getting that damage fixed. Really, looks like he got most of it all fixed, his crew did.
John Mushton in 15th. Brian Phillips on pit road. Mark Robertson in 17th. Trying to salvage a decent finish out of this. Joey Buscemi still sitting on pit road. Back up to our leader, Tommy Lee, out there 1.2 seconds ahead of Daniel Smallwood, second place, and he's got about a half a second over William Kirk.
Stephen Pearson just manually disconnected.
Oh, I bet you he has connection problems from time to time, and I'll bet you that's what happened. Oh man, I hate it for him.
Yeah, definitely.
I hate it for him bad.
Moves me into 6th.
Gonna look and see. It says he manually disconnected though. It didn't say he dropped connection. I don't know. Well, we'll see if he does return. So that puts Christopher Hurlow up to 12th now. Sean Butler trying to gain one more position would put him into 13th. And each one of these positions that they gain is an extra point for them. So each point pretty valuable to these guys, especially coming down to the last race next week.
Tell you who's coming right along. That's Timothy Lewis, boy.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting it down.
He's closing up on William Kirk quite a bit. I've been watching him. He's now half a second behind him. Almost down to 0.4 of a second.
Oh, he sure is.
Cody Griffin in 5th. And Scott Brinson back about another 1.1 seconds behind Cody Griffin in 6th.
Oh, Timothy Lewis just got a little loose there coming up turn 2 there.
All right, coming around to take 15 to go here. Tommy Lee in the lead. And right now he has beat Sean Butler's most laps led, Ed, with 19. Oh, wow. As he crosses the line, that puts him at 19 laps led.
Oh, cool.
So for somebody that didn't really care for the setup, and you know, he didn't complain about it.
Right?
Yeah,
he's loving it now.
He's loving it now with him out in the lead. Daniel Smallwood in second.
William D. Kirk got in the wall. Looked like a magnet was sticking him, but you got it off it.
Well, that's just what Timothy Lewis needed to see out his windshield.
Go get him, Timothy.
Yeah, he's down to 0.3 of a second behind William Kirk. Let's see how much right front damage Williams got. Ouch! That is not going to buff out.
Oh, it sure ain't.
Man, that's a lot of damage on that. Looking back on Timothy Lewis, now Timothy's closed up within 0.2 of a second. So we might be talking to Timothy on the podium here before this is over. Ed, oh, he gets a little loose coming out of the turn. Oh, man, he saves a good job.
Yeah, he was a good save.
Wow, he was getting really loose there. about another second. If he wouldn't have backed out of the throttle, it was going to go on around.
Oh, it definitely.
These guys, none of these guys want to pit.
Oh, he's gotten closer. He's almost on this back bumper.
Yep. Yeah, he's down to 1/10 of a second. So Timothy probably not wanting to pass him too awful early. But he'll set him up. He'll get him here just when he needs to, and that's what it's going to take.
Oh, definitely.
Cody Griffin quite a ways back. Him and Scott Brinson now. Scott closing up on Cody Griffin. That's for the 5th place. Scott drives on by on the outside. Go get him, Scott.
Good job.
And now he just choked. I'm kidding.
Uh-oh.
No, he's still got a good run here coming out of turn 2.
He's squeezing me up on the wall.
Oh, of course.
Man.
Yeah. Don't let him. There, now he ain't. Get down there and get some of that. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Good job, Scott.
Thank you, sir.
Scott goes into 5th. Cody back to 6th. Rush now up to 7th. Man.
Rush is having a good night tonight.
He sure is. He needs it. He needs a good night. I think he's kind of in the zone right now and just running his line, and that's what it's going to take, you know. So it looks like, yeah, Stephen Pearson out of the race, man. So Mark Robertson has the potential. He can pick up one more spot. That would move him into 15th. Running back here about 12 laps down, but he got all the damage fixed up as Daniel Smallwood drove on by him, our 2nd place car. And he's out there ahead of 3rd place, Timothy Lewis. Look at this. Timothy Lewis on the podium. William Kirk back to 4th. Some of these guys have just really used up their tires out here, Ed, and I think William Kirk probably is one of them. His tires are gone right now.
Yeah, I think so. The tires are getting some wear, and that's what's happening, that long run we're having.
That's been a pretty good battle between them two. Yeah, a little bit of right front damage on William Kirk's car could be showing a little bit. Timothy Lewis can just about put that car anywhere he wants to on that track, and it seems to hold really well. He did go a little high in the turn that time, and Kirk did catch up to him. Now Kirk trying to hang right into the draft. And he may be doing the same thing to Timothy that Timothy was doing to him a few laps ago and just setting him up, you know, just looking for that right moment to get a run on him and clear him.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it looked like maybe Timothy overheated his tires just to get up there to get back up in that 3rd spot. So now you can tell that he's really drifting up the hill right now.
Yeah.
And I see that right rear smoking the heck coming off that turn.
Oh, yeah. They're side by side going down the front stretch. Going into turn 1. Boy, William Kirk's is driving the wheels off that thing right now. They're still side by side.
They got to be killed. Got to get easier. Ooh, you come way down to him right there.
That was close.
Their spotter was thinking, boy, that was close.
Just wasn't the right time right there. I think Timothy was trying to keep him pinched down there.
Well, he's got his eyesight in that 2nd spot up there.
Yes, he does. Not that far up ahead of him. Only about 9/10 of a second ahead of Timothy Lewis. You can see Daniel Smallwood up there. Daniel about 1.4 seconds off of Tommy Lee. Daniel's going to come out of here with a good finish as long as he keeps it, going in the way he's going right now. William Kirk falls back about 0.4 of a second off of Timothy Lewis, and he could be kind of cooling them tires off right now, Ed, for a late race run.
That could be, like I said, either get after it now or get after it later. Let those tires cool back down, and you can get a better run for the end.
5 to go, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. All right, Scott Brinson in 5th, running about 6.8 seconds off the leader. Cody Griffin's in 6th. Rush in 7th. Robert Craze has worked his way back up into the 8th place. Michael Maxwell 9th. Christopher Herlow 10th. Tom Serrato 11th. And Sean Butler 12th. Sean's picked up quite a few positions since he's got back out there, Ed.
Yeah, he sure has.
John Mushton in 13th. I'm not sure, but it looks like maybe Kevin O'Brien no longer in the race. You see Kevin O'Brien out there?
Ooh, Smallwood got loose.
Tires really fall off.
Okay, 4 coming to 3 to go. Tommy Lee out front. We've got cars spread out all the way around the track, Ed.
That's awesome.
I'm looking at them on the little mini map here, and man, I'm telling you, cars are all the way around the track. Tommy Lee about to catch up to, I believe, Sean Butler, not far ahead of him. Yeah, Sean Butler's not far ahead of Tommy Lee, but I think Sean will stay out there good enough to not go another lap down, but all right, 2 to go at the line. Tommy Lee in the lead. Daniel Smallwood 2nd. Timothy Lewis 3rd. Well, as soon as you can after the race, Ed, start dragging them guys down. Tommy and Daniel and Timothy.
Yep.
I might be able to get Timothy if you can get Tommy and Daniel.
Oh, you bet.
Because you'll have a little more time than I will. If you get all 3, great. Okay, white flag is going to be in the air. Tommy Lee takes the white flag. One more lap here at Michigan. Been a pretty good race. It started out with a few cautions, Ed, but boy, it's been great green flag running here toward the end, hasn't it?
Oh, it sure has, Rudy. It's been an awesome race.
Well, I don't think much is going to change points-wise.
Good job, Tommy. Good job, buddy.
We're in the we're in the admin or the broadcast booth here, Timothy. But great job by Tommy. Congrats on his finish. What a finish! Good job. All right. Okay, let's see. We gotta get things slowed down here a little bit.
Well, that wasn't a bad run.
No, pretty good run. Okay, who do we got in here with us, Ed?
You got all your drivers you need.
Okay, Tommy Lee.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations on your win here tonight, brother. Good job.
Thank you.
Well, you weren't expecting, I don't think, such a good finish. I know it was a lot of hard racing there at the beginning of the race with Herlow and Butler and Smallwood up there with you, but you bring it home and you finished quite a bit ahead of second place Daniel Smallwood. Talk about the racing out there and how you managed to get it up there and stay ahead of all these guys.
I mean, pretty much I had a third place car. There was no way I was going to win this race, and I knew coming into this race I wasn't going to win it. The setup just, it didn't fit me, my driving style and everything. To me, it was a little tight. Like I said, whenever we had that one restart and we went off into turn 3 and 4, the guy in front of me checked up just a little bit sooner than I thought he was going to, and I moved up, and in the same time moving up, Timothy Lewis, who was behind me, said he got into me a little bit, and Butler was on the outside. So a couple guys said it was net code. I don't know. I hadn't had a chance to look at it. I'm hoping it was net code because, of course, I mean, me and Sean race each other each week just about as clean as we can, and I don't like to do that.
Yeah, well, we looked at it. Ed and I both looked at it, and there was like 4 feet between you two. So it was major net code. I don't know whose end it was on. I know sometimes I've seen Sean blink out there, but I didn't see him blink tonight. So again, I don't know who, you know, what the deal was. But there was like 4 feet between you two.
And 4.
So, you know, and I already talked to Sean about it, and he didn't exactly know what happened, and I explained it to him, and he goes, well, he says, that's all right. Yeah, I'm just out here having fun because I know I'm not going to win the championship, you know. So at least he was out there for the rest of the race and having fun. So, but anyhow, congratulations on your win, Tommy. Anybody you want to shout out to?
I mean, of course, you and Ed up here in the booth putting this stuff on. It's always fun coming out here and running. Again, when I say apologies to Sean Butler, the incident right there, even if it was net code, still one of those things that I'd have rather raced him at the end for it, which granted him and Hurlo would have been in the next county by the time the end of the race got there, and I'd have been back here where I'm at now.
Right.
That's really it, Rudy. I mean, like I say, you guys over here, you always do a great job every week. Broadcast looks amazing each night, so just keep up the good work.
All right, well, I was about ready to throw in the towel tonight because it's been nothing but issues all night. So, but apparently it straightened itself out for whatever reason. I don't know. But, okay, Tommy, well, thanks, and congratulations on your top spot tonight.
Thank you, Rudy.
Okay.
Tommy.
Yeah. Daniel Smallwood, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
All right, well, you come in second tonight, Daniel. You've been inching your way ever closer to that win. Talk about that because, you know, you've been, like I said, you've been working at it a little bit harder each week and trying to get up, you know, up in the field a little more. You come in second tonight, just not quite that win. You did lead a few laps, which is good. I think you led 6 laps. Hey, all you needed to lead was 1 to get that point. But talk about how difficult that was staying out there with them guys, because, man, you were hanging right in with the top dogs out there tonight. Timothy Lewis, Sean Butler, Christopher Hurlo, these guys were all top dogs out there you were racing with.
Yeah, I got to give a thank you to Thomas Keene. If it wasn't for him, he sort of spotted me before halfway. He gave me a lot of pit strategy help and everything. So I guess he put me in the place where I needed to be.
Well, you did it right. You know, you come into second spot. Congratulations to you on that, man. It was just an awesome race out there. Green flag runs. Did you expect us to stay green flag after the rash of cautions at the beginning?
Not really, but I'm glad I came down and took 4 tires. So I was going to take 2, but Thomas told me to take 4.
And how did the car feel for you out there tonight?
Felt really good. Thomas, after we got about really long into a green flag run, Thomas helped me start back up the corners and everything, tell me what to do and everything. If it wasn't for him, I'd probably be back in about 5th.
Well, you had a good race out there, Daniel. Now, looking toward next week at Homestead, what's your goal?
Go out and win the race.
Well, other than that. I mean,
well, top 5.
Okay. Well, you know, we wish you the best of luck next week, going into next week's race. So, but thanks for talking with us, Daniel. Great job out there tonight. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody you want to thank?
I want to say hello to my mom and dad, and thank Thomas King for spotting me and you guys up in the booth. You do a great job every week. And I guess the eBay car gave me some good luck. Dale Jr. ran his paint scheme here at Michigan. He finished 3rd. I got a better place than he did. I got 2nd, but he probably would have got 1st.
There you go.
If he raced with us.
Good attitude to have. Good attitude to have. All right. Well, we'll see you next week there at Homestead then, Daniel. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Timothy Lewis, you got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy.
Well, Timothy, you come in 3rd tonight. This has been kind of like getting to be a usual thing here that we're talking to you on the podium. But man, what do you attribute all the changes that have come about in the Timothy Lewis camp that you have been, like, you've improved tenfold over the last couple seasons?
Just lapped Rudy, I think. I just getting a little more experience. I've always been overdriving the corners, and even did tonight. Some knocked the wall down there about halfway through the race, and I had already used my reset. Came in, was on the lead lap, came in, pitted, had a 16-minute repair, so I just done that. I think I started back towards the back and just had to tell myself every lap, you know, back out early, and it's so hard when you're racing other guys, because you're sitting there, you're looking at them, and you want to try to kind of dive under them, and you just stop, you know, once you stop racing the track and start racing them, it just hurts you pretty bad. But just really proud. I had so much fun tonight, and for me, I mean, probably if Sean would have been in and a couple other guys, I was probably running fifth. But for me, just to be up there with those guys really makes me happy. Makes me want to come back next week.
All right, well, we'll be looking for you next week, definitely, Timothy. Are you ready for Homestead? You know, how prepared are you going to be come Homestead time?
Actually, Homestead is over the, even back to when I first started doing sim racing with Xbox, has been my very best track. So and it's getting to where I don't have the trucks down very well, but these B cars is really starting to suit me. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, and want to make sure that I've had some work issues and had to miss a race or two, but I want to make sure that I don't want to get in there and mess someone up running for the championship. But I don't know what I'm kind of thinking about sending a flu virus to some of these guys in the mail. I don't know what I got to do to get a win in here, but I want one bad.
Well, I can't blame you there, Timothy. Well, good job out there tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just you guys, you and Ed, for putting this on. It's sure is a lot of fun. Thank you guys. It's a lot of work for you. I know that.
Okay. Ed, anything you want to say to these guys before they all get out of here?
Well, I just want to congratulate Tommy Lee, man. What a win he pulled off here tonight at Michigan. Second place goes to Daniel Smallwood. Awesome job, buddy, getting yourself back up in the second spot. Timothy Lewis, man, you drove the wheels off that B car tonight, man. Good job, man. Respect so much out of you lately, man. You come back to this lead. You're showing us how to get it done, and what a job you did tonight. So congratulations to those gentlemen tonight, Rudy. Great broadcast with you, Rudy, Scott. Like always, every race we go to. Like I said, man, all the guys drove their hearts out tonight. We only had 5 cautions out of 80 laps. I thought it was a good race. That's all I got, Rudy.
Okay. Well, we were talking to Tommy Lee, but he left, and I guess he came back now. But
sorry, Rudy. I thought we were done.
No, Ed wanted to congratulate all you, but great racing out there, and congratulations to you, Tommy, Daniel, and Timothy. So let's go down through the results real quick here, and we'll get the heck out of here then. How's that?
I just want to say it was a pleasure racing with you guys, and good job, guys.
We had 5 cautions tonight, 11 lead changes, and Tommy Lee did lead the most laps, by the way. So he did lead 34 laps, so pretty awesome. Tommy Lee coming home our winner, Daniel Smallwood second, Timothy Lewis third, William Kirk fourth, Scott Brinson fifth, Cody Griffin in sixth, Rush seventh, Robert Craze eighth, Michael Maxwell ninth, Christopher Hurlow 10th, Tom Serrato 11th, Sean Butler 12th, John Mushton in 13th, and Kevin O'Brien 14th, and he wins our $10 tonight, Ed.
Yeah, Kevin.
But
did he left? He's already left, and
he left
the track. He left the track.
Okay, well then he don't get it.
Nope. We'll move forward.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, we had number 14 picked, guys, and he left the track, so you don't get the money. 15th goes to Mark Robertson, Stephen Pearson in 16th, Brian Phillips 17th, Brian Ray 18th, Paul Berthwick 19th, Joey Buscemi 20th. Charles Winters finishing 21st, Chris Fires 22nd, Tony DeGennaro 23rd, and Lee Bedsall, first one out of the race, finishing 24th. All right, again, congratulations to our winner, Tommy Lee, And we will see you next week here at MaxSpeedTV for the final race of the season. Then we'll be off a couple of weeks. So, but anyhow, thanks for tuning in here tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good night, everybody.